The Before the Night Falls was filmed in Mexico and New York. Diving Bell, France. Miral was where did you? It was in Morocco.
No, no, Israel and Palestine.
Israel, right? Jerusalem, Palestine. Yeah.
Yeah, like in the West Bank in Ramallah and in Jerusalem and Akko and all over.
So the action in these movies take place in foreign countries. This is like unlike most American artists. You seem to be attracted. I might add, comfortable with all things foreign countries, writers, filmmakers, locations. Not to mention beautiful women, two of who you married. What is your attraction to Europe? I mean, you've lived there, right? And lived and traveled a lot. You know.
Well, you know, sometimes I'll write things on my paintings. Somebody will say, well, why'd you write that in? And I will say, don't you like it when you go to the opera and everybody's singing Italian and you don't know what they're saying? So I think there's some kind of pleasure in the foreignness of that, or it's such a drag when you understand everything and it could bring you down, and particularly, so I guess it took me a while to feel like I always felt displaced in some way. It took me a while to feel like actually I could decide to live somewhere. I like being in Montauk.
Do you still have a house in San Sebastian?
It belongs to my ex-wife. But yes, so I do have a house there. She does.
Yeah. Your newest film, Miral, is based on a book. How do you pronounce Ruler's last name? Jabril?
Rula Jebriel.
Jabriel. It's premiering at Toronto and Venice Film Festivals. Seems to be something of a departure for you. I mean, all of your other films are centered around life of an artist, of a writer, of an editor, a singer. I'm talking about Lou Reed Berlin. By the way, your daughter did the film within a film, Lola Schnabel, in that?
Absolutely, yeah, she did a great job. Yeah, she's super talented.
I just watched it last week, Netflix. It was quite nice. Miral, I read the book. Miral is essentially about the beginnings of the Israel-Palestine conflicts, seen through the eyes of various Palestinian characters. There's several of them. It's a rarely told and little known story, and I found the book quite an eye-opener. I wasn't crazy about this writing style, which I found journalistic, like a reportage.
Right.
And I wasn't very much affected with the characters except the fact that I was upset with the whole situation. I mean, nobody's happy. I'm not happy with Israel. I'm not happy with the Palestinians. You're Jewish.
Yes.
You're Jewish. I think this is going to be pretty controversial film. I mean, I write for an Israeli magazine. I'm writing for 10 magazines for this. God knows I have to transcribe this tape.
Right. And I thought you were going to say translated into all those languages.
No. They didn't even want to hear what I mentioned about morale. Oh, so if I write for them, I'm going to just sort of soft pedal that. They don't want to put anything about Palestinian because they don't want to lose grants or whatever. That kind of thing.
Well, actually, so go on, I'm sorry.
Do you think the press will sweep this seemingly pro-Palestinian politics under the rug, or have you not, with your film, or have you not allowed this? How did you handle this subject, and why? How did this?
Well, first of all, I should say, this seems different than all my other films you were saying. I think all my films are different. They're all the same and they're all different.
Yeah.
And so I think that, in fact, this film is about. Ultimately, it's about a writer too. It's about a girl that ends up being a writer, and gets to tell the story of what happened. And because she tells the story, she can make people more aware.
Is this fiction?
It's based on a true story.
It's based on a true story.
And it actually says that on the film. Now, instead of based on the novel, it actually says based on a true story from the book by Rula Jebriel.
I know the orphanage.
Yes.
Exists.
Yes,
exists.
It's right next door to the American. Have you ever been to the American Colony Hotel?
No. Oh, where? Where is
in
that?
East Jerusalem.
No, I've never been to Israel.
Uh-huh.
I've been to Egypt, though.
Me too.
A good Jewish boy.
So-
You said, you want to continue?
Well, I didn't answer your question.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm just
You-
nervous now.
Don't
because
worry,
of rush.
don't worry, because you know why? I mean, I'm enjoying sitting here, and what time is it? I do have to be
It's
on a,
5.
I got to be on a conference call with somebody at 5:30, so I need to get back to my hotel. That was the only reason.
Oh, okay.
And this person is on, I don't know where the hell they are, and this is a bunch of people on this call.
Uh-huh.
But I'm actually, we're going to show the movie on September 2nd, and I'm hoping, and I think that it's possible that Shimon Peres is going to watch the movie on the 3rd. And actually, it's not a pro-Palestinian movie. It's a
It's not.
pro-peace movie. And and I think what's good for the Palestinians is good for the Israelis and vice versa. And
Well, you also say that painting, people forget, is an act of peace.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And so that's a good place to start.